Hello and welcome to Steve Walker Guitars. Thank you for joining me. Today's quite exciting for me. I've got to admit it. Not only am I doing some work on the neck of my Use What You Got challenge guitar build /1, but I've also had a new toy. That's right. I have a new Triton belt / spindle sander. I'm really looking forward to using this. I've unboxed it already. Reason being, I wanted to just, not that I doubted Triton at all, but I wanted to make sure I knew that I got everything set up properly. I'm not sponsored or anything like that by Triton. This is one I've bought myself, and it's one that I've seen in other videos of other YouTubers using it. I have an older Triton spindle sander, and it's been great, but I needed a belt sander as well, and this looked to cover all bases that I need. And the first job I'm going to use it for, I'm going to try it on at least, is shaping the neck on my Use What You Got build. I do apologise for the background noise. Even though I've got a mic on, I have a feeling it's going to pick it up. I've got a neighbour doing some gardening by the sound of it, and using every tool to make as much noise as possible. And I'm going to give him a bit of competition now. So that was a new way for me to shape necks, or rough shape them at least. I'll show you what I've done. I'm probably going to put some photos up, it's going to be a little bit easier. It's roughed out the shape, which I'm happy with. It's saved me work physically, I suppose. So like I say, it's the first time I've done it that way. Got the idea from Texas Toasts with their deadhead sander. I like that. In my workshop I don't have the space for it. This wasn't that wasn't the only reason I bought this. Like I said before, I've needed a belt sander for a while, but I still need the curves, obviously, to get in the internal curves on the edges of the body. So I have no doubt it's going to be brilliant for that, as well as the flatter surfaces on the edges, getting them right. I'm looking forward to using it on them. I'm not sure it's necessarily the best way to go with neck shaping. I'm still going to have to do some filing. I'm going to use my Shinto rasp, just really to get the final shape of it, and then I'm going to work my way down through to fine sandpapers to get the neck feeling nice. But the bulk of the work's done, so I am pleased about that. So I'm going to do a bit more shaping by hand, and then try it in the body, make sure all the make sure my calves don't recess into the body. Don't want that. I've got some safety lines that I've been working to on the back. Probably can't see them here, but I've put some on that were proud of the edge of the body, so that I knew if I did actually go over them a little bit, it wouldn't make too much of a difference or be too detrimental to the build. Anyway, that's it. I'm going to finish shaping and sanding this, and then it will be on to the glue up. So I'll see you for that. Okay, I've had a little bit of a change of plan as far as the gluing goes since recording that last little bit. I ended up deciding that doing some of the fret work, the heavier fret work, leveling the frets and crowning them, was going to be a little bit easier with the neck off the guitar. So I haven't glued it yet. I'm still in the process of leveling the frets, so that's why the board's taped off. I've still got some more sanding to do. This is just tape. I've got some more finer sanding to do on the neck. There's just a little bit here that I feel I can get better, but it fits the neck. The carve here and down here really blends in well with the body, so I'm very happy with that. That kind of leads me on to something else I just wanted to add. As I was watching back the last little bit of video, I felt that I perhaps didn't come across that I was speaking as positively about the belt sander as I actually feel. It's a great piece of kit, it really is, and I'm really happy with what I've done with it. It did make work on the neck easier, and I found as I was going through with the Shinto rasp and then the file and sandpaper and going down up the grades to get it smoother, it was a lot less work by hand. So it definitely did make shaping the neck easier. I think because it was my first time, I was still processing whether or not it was better or worse than doing it how I've done it in the past, whether it be with an angle grinder and a flat disc, a sanding disc, or whether it be just purely with a Shinto rasp. And looking at it, it's definitely a good way of doing it when I look back now, I'm happy with the work that that it saved me. So I'm really happy with the belt sander. I know with more practice it's going to get a lot easier. So you know, it's something that I possibly will be doing for neck shaping in the future. I think just because it's not quite as long as the deadhead sander, which could probably do a more even job in one go of taking down the shape and the excess wood. I think it's still done the right job. It's still done it well. It was just little bits that I needed to focus a bit more on. But like I say, I'm very happy with the profile of the neck, having used the Triton. So I'm, you know, I just wanted to clarify I wasn't running it down, or I wasn't dissatisfied with it in any way. So that's that. But what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to wrap it up here. The fret leveling and that I'm going to have done in the next day or two. So I'm going to be gluing up in the next video. There's not a lot I can really show you in that, so I'm going to glue it up, and the next video will then be about the finish. I'm going to be oiling it. It'll be about that. Maybe if I can decide on a stain, I may put a stain on the headstock. Not 100%, but just some little ideas. But yeah, the next video, the neck will be glued, and then I'll be putting the finish on, and then hopefully getting onto the wire up. So the next video should be the last one, and then maybe one after that just to demo it. So in the next couple of weeks it should be done. Anyway, on that note, I feel that I've waffled on again, but it's what I do. So I'm going to wrap it up there. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. Hope it's been helpful at some point. If you are able to get your hands on this Triton belt sander, do it. The potential for it, the different jobs, I'm really looking forward to using it. I'm going to be using it on definitely going to be using it for my Great Guitar Build Off 21 entry. So yeah, that'll be my next series, and I'm sure there'll be other stuff in between as well. Anyway, on that note, enjoy the rest of your weekend, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next video.